During my architecture days, I loved the idea of sustainability, working with alternate materials, and that kind of guided me to Auroville. So there I was bitten by the sustainability bug. I saw that there's a community of 1,800 people who renounced their citizenships from different parts of the world, and they're living in this community. So I was there for 6 months originally, working with the Center for Scientific Research with my mentor of that time, Suhasini Iyer, who taught me a lot about sustainable materials, including mud architecture, wind water harnessing, rainwater harnessing, solar cooking. When we discovered the car seat belt, we realized that, it was the eureka moment literally happened when I was driving from home to work, and I was like, we're looking for these alternate materials. So how about car seat belts? These would lend perfectly to the bags and accessories line of products that we want to create. So we started calling these car companies to understand, where is it that we can get seat belt materials from. So all of them said, seat belts, is a very closed kind of a process. You're not going to have access to seat belts directly from car makers. But then an uncle of mine, he said that you should also check out Mayapuri, which was essentially where a lot of the cars from all over the country in India were destined to, right? So they would end up in Mayapuri, where all the parts were dismantled from the car, the rubber insulation, the rubber pads, the seat covers, and the seat belts, which is essentially what we were looking for, are all destined to the landfill and they're burned, right? So we were like, oh wow, man, this is amazing. We work with value-added ways to create products that can be used in B2B and corporate gifting, and to create a buzz around sustainability. That sustainability also is a very cool place to be, and new products and product innovation can also come up with waste materials. Ours is the first organization in India to take the seatbelt story and become a bridge between the automotive sector and the fashion world.
I've been working on that.
240 million seat belts and car seat covers and a lot of the other materials that contribute to automotive shredder residue. This was my first fittings ever. We've done like casual fittings, but nothing formal. So a CDC experience has been an eye-opener for a small organization like Jaggery. For the first time, working with a professional crew in a professional environment, and the hustle and bustle of Lakmé Fashion Week really sort of got into our DNA. We saw how the cookie crumbles, and as soon as we got there, we saw this bald head, Neeraj shouting away, do this, do that, and all of that. And I'm like, dude, this is just so me, man. What my intention was to, in the Q&A, when, obviously there'll be some questions that, we'll be asked. So I was gonna use that as like a kind of not a punchline, but something like that will trigger new thought processes.
We are at the beautiful UN House in New Delhi. Our 7 finalists are ready for the pitch of a lifetime.
Feeling a bit nervy, but also a bit composed. Okay, we'll see how we go.
Bro, you need to kill this. Alright?
All right,
Forget about
man.
everything.
Yeah. Nico, boss?
Good.
Thank you, man. "8,000 kilotons of our textiles end up in the landfills every day. Compounded by the fact that in April 2022, we had the vehicle scrappage policy, which estimates about 180 million car seat belts entering the landfills of the country, leading to a lot of automotive shredder residue that ends up in the landfills. On the environmental front, we've diverted over 18,600 kilometers of car seat belts.
कोई हिलेगा नहीं वहां से जब तक ट्रॉफी चली नहीं जाती.
Raghav, come, let's line up.
If Jaggery is the winner, you still need to go.
Quick fire, alright? I want to ask you the same question. If not you, who's the winner?
I like the minimalism that Fannyu's work embodies. If it's not me, it should be Fanyu.
Okay, so he was honest, but then he was also like circumnavigating around it. It was very boring. So
We are boring people. It's just that our work is exciting.
yeah, I think Sylvia is the winner, clear winner here.
Gender bias.
No.
That's total gender bias.
Gautam will go to the opening night at the Lakmé Fashion Week wearing Sylvia's hat. It's not a punishment because it's a beautiful hat.
It is.
So you won the hat?
I won the hat.
Why don't you go and ask one of the models?
She's busy in conversation. I don't want to break her. So I'm not gonna wear Sylvia's straw hat, man. That's just not me in my character. So I'm just gonna be who I am. I'm just gonna wear my little baseball hat and All right, let's do this.
The importance is exactly, to really go to the next level, the 2.0 or 3.0 or whatever of sustainability, which is getting very, very serious about the commercialization aspects, the certification of products and processes. We saw here today a lot of transparency on information in supply chain and the business processes, who are making the products, the dyes and the materials and all of these things. So it's about transparency and bringing that information to the consumer. We saw some great labeling. First of all, a consumer, we have to get beyond where it's just is something looking great. Right. It's got to look great, it's got to be cool, or people won't buy it. But they need to actually know what's behind that, what's in the material. So it's really, I think it's about access to information.